So
Well,
you didn't
shit.
like Peggy's album?
I haven't fully listened to it.
You should on your little bike ride.
Yeah, give it a good valid criticism. But yeah, I don't know. The first single he dropped and the Vince Staples song, those are pretty good. Everything else I've heard was meh. I don't know.
What what did the Muppets start? We're watching the Muppets show in the background for the audience. But did the Muppet show start as a guest show?
Yeah, this is the first one, I believe.
This is like the Muppets.
Yeah, I think
That's
it might
crazy.
have. No, I don't think it started with the movie. I think it started with this guest show.
What type of celebrities would they have on there?
Oh fuck,
Like, would
man.
Slash come on the
No,
Muppets?
Alice Cooper was on one of them. That was a weird one. I watched that one the other day. He's,
Weird. Do they teach us like
he's making out with a Muppet. Like
he was making? I
it
thought
got like.
I thought they do comedy and then teach us basic
I
arithmetic.
think it was supposed to be funny, yeah, but no, he was playing a sensual song and then making out with this Muppet. It was weird.
Oh,
It
that
was
is odd.
it was weird, yeah.
Do you remember the Dark Crystal or the Jim Henson Passion Project where he made the dark fantasy?
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about, yeah.
There's so
Oh.
much implications around the lore of it. It's about a little fairy elf guy, and he's chasing these weird like Snorlax looking, no, not Snorlax, like long nosed looking, like who's the? Have you seen the first Star Wars? The Phantom Menace, the one with Darth Maul.
Yeah.
You know the slave owner that they buy Anakin from.
Oh wait, the fly guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
do.
look exactly like him.
Oh, okay.
They all there's just a whole race of the fly guy, and the movie is a dark fantasy of them running away from evil fly guys and them trying to find the good fly guys.
Did you know that was a huge passion project?
That's what I said. Yeah, it's Jim
Like,
Henson's fashion
yeah,
project.
it's crazy. He was like, "No, fuck Muppets, fuck Fraggle Rock. Those are kids out."
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
gonna go
there
all
is
out.
a graphic novel about it in a book.
Yeah, he went all out for it, and it's so bad. It's so
It's
weird.
not bad. No,
It's
it's
so
fairly
weird.
interesting. I also what was the Labyrinth with David Bowie? Did that have any Jim Henson in
Not that I know of,
But it had a lot of
but it might.
puppetry, so I thought it was Jim Henson, the Goblin King.
No idea. I don't think so, but it might. I have no
That
idea.
one was weird. David Bowie. David Bowie played like this weird guy called the Goblin King, and he stole this teenage girl's baby brother, and then she has to go through this weird fantasy land, meeting a bunch of cool creatures to get back. But
He
I
hangs
think
dong in that one, right?
yeah, he's hanging dong while hanging out with the baby, and I think
Oh,
he wants to make the baby him. I think he wants to put his soul in the baby, or he wants to raise the baby as a evil
I don't,
son.
I know nothing about this.
Yeah.
I know it's weird though. I've heard that as well.
But there's a whole religion off of his dick in that movie.
That's wild.
Yeah, where it's essentially you wear a penis on your head, and it like based off of
What?
I don't let me look this up.
What? That can't. What are you talking about? That sounds like
I'm looking it up.
I'm confused. But yeah, no, I know Jim Henson did the '90s Ninja Turtles, and yeah, Muppets.
He did?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Wait, what?
He did the-
suits with the.
with and then he put the kung fu guys in there, the martial arts masters.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, there's so many. Jim Henson did the suits, the fucking martial arts masters in the suits, and then they had someone to dub the voices. And it's crazy. It took so many people to make those fucking.
Yeah, first thing to pop up is his dick. Why doesn't anyone talk about the fact that
Isn't that a religion?
yes, it is. I can't.
That can't be. What do they
David
believe?
Bowie penis cult. I don't even know. This is one I'd have to do research about and then let you know.
I think you're making shit up.
I'm not making shit up. I swear to
hate
God,
to
I
say
couldn't. Okay, I couldn't find anything about it, so I may be making fucking shit up. But I swear to God, there's a cult around David Bowie's penis.
Ooh, yeah.
I
what
was just looking at pictures though. He was definitely fucking hanging dong.
What is the implication? Will the penis guide the way? Is that kinda
Yeah,
what
I
they're
think
thinking?
it's finding enlightenment through the pure
point us in the right direction.
Worship.
Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I think it has something to do with that. I weirdly enough do think the way his dick points has a lot to do with the religious scripture of the religion. And
That's so stupid.
I wonder if he was actually like hanging dong, or if he just had an average dick and he was just that cool of a guy and people are immortalizing his penis.
I feel like some people just really wanted to catch a glimpse. Yeah.
Well, no matter what, that's commendable. I would. I mean, it's not a goal of mine at all, but I'd be kind of happy if my dick was that infamous.
I don't know. I think it would be weirded out if my dick started a cult without me. I'll be
Like
honest.
it's in nightmares and in dreams.
That's kind of weird, dude.
That's deifying.
No, it's like a different part of me at that point. My dick started a cult that I didn't know about. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, that's what I mean. Where
That's
it's
weird.
something self-becoming.
How do you live up to that?
I don't know, but talk closer to your mic. I'm watching the audio. You're being a little quiet.
I'm pretty much in there.
You're good. You're good. It sounds fine. My bad. Sorry, I'm paying. What do you want to talk about first, kid?
Is Gonzo from the Muppets named after Gonzo journalism, or vice versa, or is it any relation at all?
I'm not sure. Which one is Gonzo?
The blue alien guy.
He's the blue alien one I'm looking at?
That's Gonzo, yeah.
Whoa, that's interesting. Well, from my understanding, the word gonzo comes from Hunter S. Thompson. It was his coined thematic writing style, or his own style of writing, where essentially gonzo style would be involving the narrative of the
It
journalist.
wasn't a word before journalism?
No, I think it was. It means like being gone completely. You know, like you're
Am
fucked
I
up, you're gonzo.
misremember? I thought it was the name of the other dude he was with in Fear and Loathing.
No, people call him that. It kinda.
Oh,
It goes. Yes, you're
weird
right.
pervert guy.
You're right.
Pedophile.
You're right.
Didn't like him.
But let me explain. So essentially, gonzo journalism through Hunter S. Thompson is like kind of reporting through your perspective, not giving the facts, but instead telling the narrative through a thematic understanding. So it's
I
like
thought it was telling a story through your point of view.
yes, but
through your
it doesn't have
perspective.
to be factual. Instead, it's a subjective.
Really? I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought
no.
it was just like you're in there, you're saying,
No,
you're
sometimes
just
you'd write satirical pieces.
reporting what you saw kind of thing.
Nope. Nope. It's
Weird.
instead it's making it meta in high art, making journalism meta in high art through your own
Like-
perspective.
Fictionalizing it?
To an extent, yeah.
That sounds like bad journalism. Wait, I
Yes.
don't understand all of a sudden. I
Yes,
thought I
he's an
understood it.
extremist. Well, so the point of it was instead he was not going to he wasn't going to the Nixon convention to talk about Nixon. He was instead going to the Nixon trials to observe all of the Republicans and Democrats involved around him, and he in the process got extremely fucked up and fucked hookers with all of these Republicans, and that's what he talks about. In the
Yeah.
process, uncovering the dirty slums of the politicians.
How much of that is fictionalized?
It's unclear.
Oh, I don't like that then. Wait.
But in a modern context, Gonzo is instead adding
Let's
the
say Andrew Callahan
personalizing it.
contributed to it a lot.
yeah, it's personalizing. It's
You
letting
don't
the.
want to tell a narrative with journalism.
What do you mean? Every fucking.
Well, you shouldn't. Like the narrative should tell itself, kind of thing.
Well, that's why Gonzo journalism is a different form. We don't. In Almost Famous, the main character wants to be a journalist, and he ends up not calling Rolling Stone for like 2 weeks. And when they answer phone, they're like, "We already got a Hunter S. Thompson. We don't need another fucking burnout writing pointless articles." That's kind of how they saw him the whole time. In hindsight, we see him as high art.
I didn't realize it's unclear how much is fictionalized though. That part I don't like.
Well, no, it's not necessarily unclear. Instead, there's things like where did he actually do ayahuasca with a shaman in the district attorney of Michigan, or while investigating Watergate?
Doesn't it kind of take the punch out of everything else? If you make something up, you can make the whole thing up.
No.
No.
Because he's always an unreliable narrator. But there's proof of him being there with his photographs and everything. There's proof of him being there. Always.
Weird. So Yeah, he's just an unreliable guy. Yeah, well, that sounds like a horrible journalist.
Kinda, but not. I think you're misunderstanding the deep.
Sounds like a good
He's
storyteller.
yeah. I'm saying he still is profoundly pontificating and speaking about
But he doesn't get
the subject matter he's covering.
he doesn't get attributed to being a storyteller. He gets attributed to being a journalist. Am I wrong with that?
I would say he's more well known for Rum Diaries and Fear and Loathing than he is the Nixon trials. His
Is Fear and Loathing not a journalistic?
no, that's a
doc-
novella, dude. That's a book.
Is that fictionalized?
Yeah,
What? I thought he just went to Vegas, did the
it's
little
based
piece,
off of true events.
did the piece on the whatever drag strip, and did a bunch of drugs and just talked about his experience with that. That was his.
Yeah, and then fictionalized it
Why that part? Why the end? Why he fictionalized it?
because
I don't like that.
it perfectly encapsulates the point of Fear and Loathing. Is he was attempting to show the death of the American dream through the counterculture and the radicalization and departure of counterculture.
Why you gotta fictionalize it? I don't understand.
I don't know, man. I don't
don't get it.
know. What? Wait. What did we bring up Gonzo journalist? Oh, because we
Gonzo,
were talking about
Muppets.
Gonzo from Muppets. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. From a counterculture perspective, I really fuck with Hunter Thompson, and
Yeah, I fuck with his stories, but I didn't know he
but
was a
he's
hack
also kind
journalist. That's
in his
crazy.
later age, he kind of became a conservative mouthpiece and was like a huge gun guy. And there's nothing wrong with being a huge gun guy in his context of like living in the mountains and blowing up shit. But there was, you could see the craziness got to his head and all of the drugs as a 70-year-old man.
Well, that's what happens when you do a bunch of drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. I have you seen all of the fucking Joe Rogan clips talking about Hunter Thompson's daily routine?
No, was it a bunch of ether
No.
and cocaine?
Well, goddamn it, I don't want to. So he wakes up in the morning. He downs a glass of orange juice, does a bunch of cocaine, starts writing. No, then he drinks for about like 5 hours. Then he starts writing at around 5 to 6 o'clock, and he drinks margaritas the whole time as he writes, and then does acid at midnight.
God, he was living the life. Every day?
Apparently, that was like from 50 until he killed himself.
What a life he was living.
Yeah.
Right up until the end there, which sounds like, all the acid was probably getting to his head a bit. But what a life, wow. Just writing cocaine and drinking. In the mountains.
Keep talking.
What are you doing?
Plugging in the headphones so I can hear you.
Why?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear?
No, you're quiet as shit.
I'm quiet as shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we should turn that up then, probably.
Yeah, oh god. Fucking 14 minutes in, realize that.
That's not good.
Alright, talk.
Is that better?
Holy shit, that's so much better.
That's
I'm
great.
sorry, guys.
What was that set at?
Oh, it was set at +2. I'm set at +2.
Weird.
Well, I guess we have to fucking restart.
Nah. Keep it in. Fuck
Keep it in, keep
Fuck it.
rolling.
Who cares?
Roll with the punches. I don't care. Yeah, I can cut around this. But, almost like we need Aaron or something.
That's crazy, yeah.
But moving on to how old were you when you started watching Ben 10?
Oh, dude, like 6? I don't know when it started. It came out in like 2004, right? It's old.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, yeah. It's probably like 4 to 6.
What was it about Ben 10 that was so iconic, or what did you like about it so much? Because specifically remember the only character I really fucking cared about. There were two. It was the speed guy that was like electric, and he would run around, and the big dog looking like one-eyed thing.
What else was there at the time? I don't know.
What do you mean? What else was there? There
For-
was Avatar, fucking Young Justice.
Those are all so much later. No, Ben 10 was so much earlier than all
That
of
was
those.
airing on Cartoon Network at the same time. What do you mean?
No. Young Justice was like 2014, 2012.
No. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay. Well, I remember Ben 10 always running.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
the original with
once it
his
came out,
uncle
the
and then it goes
reruns.
into him being a teenager where he's like a
But yeah, I
douchebag
grew
now.
up with that. Like the show was the first one to kind of grow up with me. It's crazy, and then it stopped. And
How
then
does
they
his
rebooted
sister
it.
have powers? Or his cousin?
They beat up some magic chick and stole like an amulet, so then she has magic powers.
But then doesn't she get like really powerful with it eventually?
Oh wait, yeah, no, her grandma's like an alien.
That's what I was gonna say. Wait, no. So okay.
Yeah, no.
From
Uncle
your
Ben?
memory, tell
Was
me
it-
the lore
Was it
of
Uncle
Ben
Ben?
10.
No, Grandpa Ben. What the fuck is the grandpa's name?
I think it's Grandpa
It's
Ben.
not Ben. The main kid's Ben. Uncle Max.
Uncle
Grandpa-
Max.
Grandpa Max. Yeah, he fucked the alien.
Huh?
That's what it was. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Their grandma is an alien. She's all purple and weird looking and shit.
That's crazy, dog.
So then, yeah, she got powers because of it.
And then she has telekinesis and creates force fields.
She's pretty much just like Starfire, I think.
I thought she was like
No, yeah,
Susan
wait, she does
Storm.
do like force fields and
I
shit.
thought she was like Susan Storm from Fantastic Four. I've been reading Fantastic Four. It's kind of good. I'm not even.
Who's that one? The invisible chick?
Yeah, the invisible chick.
Does she make barriers? I thought
Yeah,
just
she
went
makes
invisible.
barriers and can like move stuff with the barriers.
Weird. I don't know shit about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, but Kevin? He's the one obsessed with the car, right? He's the edge.
Yeah, do you know they set him up in the original show too? They did so much.
Yeah, when he was the younger kid, he was the
Yeah.
one that was stealing and
they
playing the
were
games.
enemies. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like at the time there wasn't many good action shows with good characters that was kind of funny and then paid off.
What's the archetype of the angry guy that has such a kind heart? I feel like it's less common in real life, and instead it makes like really like himbo guys think that they have some heart of gold.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? The Raph, the Kevin,
it's not charming to be angry. I don't know. Yeah.
but yeah, no, maybe it is relatable in that sense for like the spazzes relate to that character. What? What did I say?
Don't say spaz.
What? Were you not called a spaz when you were younger?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was.
I'm sorry.
Is that like a slur for?
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I don't know.
My bad.
Doesn't seem right.
Yeah, no, I at like a very young age, all of the teachers were like pulling out their hair and like, we can't handle him. He needs to be medicated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel for the teachers in that situation too. Though. Yeah, I mean, they're not having it easy.
You didn't have that experience? You were an easy kid?
I don't know if it was easy, but yeah, no, I just wouldn't pay attention. I remember just always talking in class. That was the big thing.
I'm so pissed about the mic.
Yeah, that is tragic. Here we are, 20 minutes in.
It's all right.
Yeah, why'd you put Ben 10 on there though?
I just heard the theme song and it genuinely made me want to get up and fucking dance. Like, it's such a fucking good song. Cause he's got superpowers and you don't know what it is. He's Ben 10.
Yeah, it gets worse with each show though. I'll say it.
Ben 10.
The second show and then the last show, or the third show, is horrible.
There's
I
a
don't
third
like it.
show?
Yeah, there's Ben 10, then there's like Alien something, and then there's the Ultimate one, and then there's the Omniverse one. And by the end of that
They
one,
reboot it?
they reboot it all at the end.
Fuck. So there's like 5 shows?
And then yeah, there's the newest one. But after the first two, they're all kind of mid. I'll be honest. So they're all bad.
Which one has Alien X in it?
No, that's the Ultimate one. That's when they didn't know what to do with his power, and they just kept scaling it from the first 2 shows.
That pissed a lot of power scalers off because they're like, how the fuck do we power scale this?
He don't. He wins.
Yeah, he beats everything. Well, I find it funny when people try to compare infinities because there are different quantities of infinity. I know that's capable, but
Yeah, well, you have infinite head health. I have infinite heart health.
no, they're saying because one universe seems to be bigger, like the Ben 10 universe does not seem to be multiversal, so characters.
No, it is.
characters like
It's
Goku
Ben 10
or
Omniverse. It's a different. It just starts the show with a
no,
different Ben 10.
what?
It's a different one from a different universe. And he's doing his Ben 10 thing. That's where the Lego one comes in. If you remember the Lego.
I can't tell if you're fucking with
I'm
me or
not. This
not.
is all real. There's the Lego alien that he turns into in Omniverse. I thought it was so stupid when it came out.
What
I
the
still
fuck?
think it's stupid.
Okay, well then maybe the power scalers were wrong. What I was gonna say is they'll say like if there's a universe that isn't multiversal,
Well, he
that
crosses over too.
that
The other Ben 10 see it.
obviously
And it's Ben
scales
10,000, dude? You forget about Ben 10,000?
a universe that doesn't have
Why do I know so much about Ben
multiversal
10?
level is obviously below a universe that has multiverses. But then a universe that has multiple omniverses inside of it, that means multiple multiverses, is like I guess the highest level.
And he's the god of all of them.
Alien X's.
Yeah, no, Ben 10.
Oh.
That one dipshit little kid.
I think Goku still beats him.
Yeah, they do multiple. So they go into like the future too, and they see multiple alternate timelines. Because every time they go into the future, it's a different timeline. They see a different future Ben.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like when these kids shows get too much time to cook in the lab, and they
They
have so much lore
Definitely had
and science
so much
fiction
freedom
involved in it.
to make those first little bit of Ben 10. And then it became their cash cow, and they said,
'Cause,
milk
like-
that motherfucker for all it's worth.
Imagine if that effort was put into He-Man.
Someone needs to. They rebooted She-Ra recently, actually, and I've heard that one is good. I haven't seen it, but
She-Ra?
yeah. He-Man's cousin? She-Ra?
That's what it was. Okay, I thought it was Shara.
No,
That's
She-Ra.
That's how I pronounced it.
It's
as a
He-Man and
kid.
She-Ra.
I that is so stupid.
That was so cool.
I feel like they should cross over with like the Thundercats
I think they have. Because, yeah, that's a match made in heaven.
because they give the same vibes, but one's lions.
Yeah. Remember SWAT Cats?
I do.
Dude, I love SWAT Cats.
I
Fuck
don't understand-
Thundercats. Give those cats a gun and a helicopter.
Were they fighting dogs or other cats?
I think other cats. I think it was a world of cats, if I remember right.
Whenever there's a world of cats, my child brain goes, "Where are the dogs?"
The cats won.
There's a binary war between cats and dogs.
And the
Is-
cats won.
Is that real in the animal kingdom, or is that created by us?
I don't know. Dogs just like to eat small, fast things. Rabbits, squirrels, cats. I feel like they
House cats, you mean?
yeah, I feel like they fall in the yeah, house cats.
I
No,
was
you
gonna
know,
say, a fucking wolf isn't hunting a tiger.
it's skittering around. Yeah,
I feel like no matter what size wolf, if you put a tiger or a lion
Yeah.
in front of it, it's getting destroyed.
definitely.
But bear, does bear count as dog?
no, bear is bear.
I count bear as dog.
Bear is its
Bear
own.
is upgraded dog.
Bear is its own family.
Yeah, but it's closer to canine than it is to fucking feline.
Probably, but that doesn't mean shit.
Look at the face of a fucking bear. Look at the face of an Akita. They're the
I was gonna say humans are probably closer to one than the other. It doesn't mean
no. I think we're with the probably, but that's not my point. I am saying I've always had the theory that bear is just really big dog.
No, it's crazy.
You've never seen that? You've never seen
No.
a bear and thought that's a giant dog?
No, dogs can't climb. Bears don't have tails. There's a lot. Of
They have
differences.
short little stubby tails.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of differences though.
No, have you never seen a dog that looks like a bear?
You ever seen a dog hug a tree and then climb up it?
Yes.
Where? Let me find this dog.
I
That sounds so cool.
like swamp dogs.
Swamp dogs? What's a swamp dog?
Or like even like little Mexican
Let's
chihuahuas.
don't move on. What's a swamp dog? They've climbed trees.
Yeah, you'd get like a blue healer and you take him to the Everglades and that bitch will be climbing trees.
I don't believe you.
Or it gets eaten by a gator.
No, I think then just not go in the water.
They climb trees,
I
dude. I'm not even
can't be
fucking
right.
lying. Dude, African wild dogs are so cool.
Either way, yeah, I think that's a good matchup though. Yeah, bear versus lion. I think the bears probably win in that.
Bear versus tiger, though. Everyone always talks about gorilla or bear. No, I want to see bear versus
I think
tiger.
bears winning all of those, dude. They got
No, wait. So
wingspan. They
what
got
type of bear?
slashes.
Because bear versus tiger happens a lot in the wild, but it's normally um, a sun bear, which is much
Yeah.
smaller, and they just have long claws.
Well, they'll still fuck you up.
They will.
Sun
They
bears are
occasionally
still
win those 1v1s,
sun
but
bears
they
are
most
still
of the,
fucking terrifying. Yeah.
yeah, but they most of the time lose that 1v1.
But yeah, grizzly bear.
Grizzly versus
I think it's
a
winning
fucking,
9 out of 10.
an
Yeah.
Indian like tiger or one of those Siberian ones. Like that would be crazy.
I think bears winning 9 out of 10. Yeah.
Why do
Or
you think
polar
so?
bear. Wingspan, dude. They can just slash.
A polar bear?
They can just slash, dude. The tiger has to bite. They have to put their face in there while the
That's not true.
Well, the
Tigers
bear-
also are capable of
yeah,
grappling.
they can, but not
and-
to the same as a bear. A bear can stand up and smack that bitch.
Dude, did I show you the 10-minute bear fight?
No.
It was it's a crazy. One of these times we just gotta sit
I don't
down
want to see bears fight.
and watch these bears fight. It is
No, bears are deceptive, dude.
magnificent.
Why did nature make them look so like cute and cuddly, and then so deadly?
because
Like I get like we have teddy bears, Winnie the Pooh. Like it is not like you just see a bear, you're like I want to hug, and like maybe take a nap in its fur.
because
try to
they
do
need
that.
that fur.
But you try to do that, it'll eat you up right away.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they had some comfortable caves back when we were cave people. You know, you just go curl up next to a bear. That would have been a match made in heaven. But bears didn't like it. They didn't want to let that happen.
There might have been one bear that liked it.
It's just a really cool bear, yeah.
Yeah, he was chill. He's like, I'm so sad. I miss people, and I've eaten a lot.
You can hang out for the night.
You can hang out. Then I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. So that one night was probably really good though. That was probably a cool ass night.
Ben Michelson had a bear.
Yeah, I don't think he was cuddling up with it and
You
sleeping
think
with
he
it.
never once cuddled up?
Oh,
with
he
that
probably
bear?
cuddled up with it, but not sleeping with it. I would not. I don't.
What if it was a baby?
Did he trust that bear that much? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if I could ever sleep.
Well, there's the guy
around an
that raised
animal.
hippos and he died by hippos. There's
Yeah.
the woman that raised
'Cause
elephants and she died by elephants.
Even if it's like fully tamed and fully cool and fully chill, it's like sleeping and it's like really strong, so it just like moves its arms and oop, now you're dead. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even trying to kill you. It's just that.
But that's kind of
powerful.
sleeping with a girl, right? Like I accidentally will roll over on my girlfriend and she says that it's like it's just GG, it's over. She's stuck there for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I've heard that bit. That's crazy. I've never experienced that. I don't think I moved that much in
She's
my
5
sleep.
feet tall. I'm that much bigger than her.
But yeah, and I've heard the joke with like a big guy too. Yeah, you just or with Lois in the Family Guy episode.
Oh well, yeah. No, I don't think
Yeah.
I'm doing that. But instead, if I like,
Does that happen? Is that based in reality?
she's woken me up and been like, "Hey, I can't move," and I just like have to roll over.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe. It's not like bear strength though. You
It's
don't.
not.
You don't
no.
move your arm and accidentally snap their neck. Like.
No. But I do kind of understand the idea of like small thing. You're sleeping in bed. Or have you never
But-
slept with a puppy or like with one of like
I
your
don't think I
siblings
move
when
that
they're a
much.
baby?
I don't move that much. I don't think.
Huh? Have you ever slept with a baby in bed, like your cousin or like a sibling?
I don't know.
Because I've had to sleep with my niece like in the bed to like wait for her to fall asleep, and then I've actually just like fell asleep, and in the process I'm terrified I'm gonna roll over and kill this child.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
kids are so small that weirds me out. That I forget that I was that small at one point. Because obviously I had the same experience when I look back and I imagine how big everyone is. Instead I think of how big adults are. But now being an adult, kids are literally
They're just so tiny.
they're
yeah.
mini-sized people.
That's it.
It's so fun. I want to see them pick up swords and shields and like fight in a well-produced movie. Not like instead I want to see these little mini guys run around like in video games. You know how there's like little like I guess like midgets that are like I want to see that with children. I want to see what's the Lord of Flies?
I don't know what you're on about right now. I'll be honest. You lost me a while ago.
So what did the creator of Fairly Odd Parents do?
Oh, fuck that guy. Butch Hartman?
Yeah.
I hate him. Which is really a shame because he made Fairly Odd Parents and then Danny Phantom. It seems like he was on a roll, and then he made a really bad show. I forget what it is. Some weird thing. Some purple guy it follows, and then he pivoted in like 2018ish So he made a Kickstarter for his own thing. It's called Oaxis, I think is what I don't know how I remember that so good. But yeah, it was gonna be his I don't this big streaming service where he's gonna have his own family friendly content that he's gonna produce only on this and his he was asking for like $1 million or something on Kickstarter, but then he keeps like rambling on and he's like, yeah, and you can upload your own family friendly stuff to this platform. And he just keeps going on and it's just super gate kept. Butch Hartman putting high standards on what it sounds like YouTube at the end of it. He's just making YouTube,
He's making his own platform.
but for children. I don't know. It was a horrible pitch, and he really went all out in it. And then he just has a YouTube channel too, where he answers questions and just talks to his viewers. But he always just has like a cocky, shitty kind of attitude. I don't
So
like
he's
him.
just a genuine like goblin. He didn't do anything bad. Nothing like, oh no, hide your kids, hide your wife.
No. He's just. I don't like his energy. He seems like kind of a piece of shit.
Ah, interesting. He also did Tough Puppy, right? I thought
That he did that one. That one was also he made 3 good shows.
I thought
and
Tough
then fell
Puppy
off
was
hard.
what all the controversy was around because that show was bad and
No, that show was not bad.
I thought people really disliked Tough Puppy.
Really? That's Jerry Trainer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's great.
And I thought people really disliked it because it was just poop jokes.
I mean, that's Nickelodeon.
And that he was like, no, you're wrong. And that he blew up on the internet, like, for screaming at the internet.
No, not really. No, he just sold a really bad product and scammed all his fans pretty much, and then was just really committed and then just kind of shitting on just that cocky attitude. I didn't like just the way he'd answer. Just kind of uppity. I'm better than you. I make only good stuff. Don't judge me. You are not in a place to judge me. Kind of energy.
Huh. When fucking Joe Rogan or any comics do that, and I'm terminally online for most
Really?
for most
You
of the
don't
communities
say.
I'm in, and when it comes to comedy, I love watching these comedy commentary channels, and then watching the comedians try not to acknowledge it on their podcast, where there's a guy that's just like, Bert Kreischer's like a dumb guy that won't stop being not funny, and he takes off his shirt, and he's just like embarrassing himself at this point. And then you see Bert Kreischer talking about, I don't read the comments because reading the comments is bad for your soul. And it's just this interesting thing, and it feels like it's the same thing with Butch Hartman, where they're like, you don't get to talk about my art because you're not an artist.
Yeah.
Once you make money, then you actually get to talk to me. But you're some guy leaving comments, and only people that live in their mother's basement leave comments. It's
Yeah,
that
it's
energy.
just like,
and
fuck
it's
you.
well, yeah, fuck you. What if I live in my mom's basement? I can still have a very valid criticism of you, Mr. Hartman.
Preach. Hell yeah.
It aggravates me when I see this idea of like, it's just internet trolls. Sometimes it is. But if there's a massive amount of hate, it might be for a reason.
You remember Swedish Chef?
I do. He always scared me. Swedish
Really?
Chef scared the shit
I love this
out of
guy.
me.
Look at
And then
him.
he's got his little friend that looks like a fish or a shrimp, and he's like,
No, that's the scientist guy.
that's the scientist?
That's a different
I thought he
guy.
was the sous chef.
No, he's a scientist. Beeper is the scientist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Beeper's great too.
What's Swedish foods?
Meatballs? What else
I
they sell
learned-
at IKEA? Is it just meatballs?
You can get macaroni and cheese and like corn dogs.
Macaroni and cheese and corn dogs. That sounds pretty Swedish to me.
Sausage weirdly sounds kind of Swedish.
Yeah, I think that's bratwurst is German, so maybe it's. I don't know.
I recently learned that Irish foods are like pot pies and stews, and
Potatoes.
no, it's not just potatoes. Like beef stew is an Irish dish apparently.
Mashed, baked, fried.
They call it mash.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I know. That's just such a British thing to do. Oh, I got me playing mash.
No, what do you call it?
Mashed potatoes.
Isn't that what I said?
You said mash.
Oh,
I got me a playing mash.
I meant to put the ed in there.
What was
Not British.
that show about army guys that were all doctors?
MASH?
It was MASH?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. And where he's like, doctor, I need you to calm down. And he's like, well, you're the doctor here. And he's like, well, technically,
Black and white
we're all
comedy.
doctors here. Yeah.
Yeah, MASH. Apparently it holds up. I need to go back and watch
Yeah,
that
we
one.
gotta go watch some MASH.
I'm sold. Yeah, let's do that.
So wait, what were the reoccurring characters of the Muppets? Because I've only seen the movies now that I think about it.
All of them.
So Kermit, what did he do? I'm saying, like, what segment did they have? Swedish Chef is like
Kermit's kind of the host.
Kermit's the host. Okay.
Fonzie's the comedic relief. He comes in with the jokes. No, yeah, Fonzie.
He does
teddy bear
stand up?
guy. Yeah, he does stand up. You got the Eagle to do the news. You got Miss Piggy as, I guess, Kermit's love interest and maybe singing. Looks like
she does music.
Looks like she's
so,
doing an opera.
So it's
They all
parody?
kind of do music though.
Oh.
Then you got Animal and his whole band. They have like the band.
Animal's black, right?
I don't know. He's a red Muppet.
Are you gonna tell me I'm crazy for thinking that they black coded the funk band?
The guy with the green face and the orange nose, absolutely.
Maybe not
Animal
sure,
though, I don't know.
But
yeah.
his band is a black soul funk band,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not fucking crazy on this one. I know that was the intention.
Gonzo's the stunt man.
Oh.
He always gets in a cannon and puts the helmet
I remember,
on.
like
yeah.
the pirate one. Okay.
Yeah, and then who else is there? Yeah, you got the scientist and Beeper, and you got Swedish Chef.
And then what are the pointing and laughing guys?
They're just pointing and laughing.
They're critics?
And it just cuts to them randomly, and they just snobby critics. Yeah, it's great. I love those.
What's their
guys.
name? Are they just the critics?
No, they got names. I don't know. I have no idea. to
I've
be
never
honest.
related to anyone more than those two characters.
Yeah, right. I love those guys.
Of just like for some reason the Jim Henson style puppet of cutting to a shittily animated puppet that's just being moved back and forth reminds me more of Jim Henson than the actual Muppets does. Like recreations in a modern sense of a puppet show reminds me more of Jim Henson than Jim Henson.
Jim Henson really.
Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No.
Like the Gravity Falls episode where they're all doing hand puppets and stuff, like that's what I think of in my head when I think of Jim Henson.
That's tragic. No, he's the king of puppets.
He's
What?
actual puppetry.
Yeah, it doesn't get better.
Interesting.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Puppets are creepy for sure, but I think
Yeah. It's like Jim Henson's the only one who can do them right. Like the Muppets, no one's like, oh, those are creepy.
no, people have definitely said the Muppets are creepy.
Really? I feel like I hear it less though. I don't know.
But I think it's also because he went with very safe colors. He would go full color, so like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I just feel like he had a certain style.
Did he also do Sesame Street?
Yeah.
I always mix up the Sesame Street and Muppet characters. I think you
Yeah.
call any Jim Henson puppet a Muppet, right? That's what most people do.
Well, I think in lore, in canon, it's in the same world. Sesame Street is in the Muppets. Like, it's a street.
They can walk past Elmo.
I believe.
Elmo and Kermit know each other.
I don't know if they know, but yeah, it's all in the. I don't know if Fraggle Rock is.
Hi, Kermit. I heard you were going to the abuse therapy.
Yeah, I don't know if Fraggle Rock's connected, but I love Fraggle Rock too. You remember that one?
not supposed to talk about it, Elmo.
Down to Fraggle Rock.
I never
Down
saw
to Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Really? That one's so good.
Elmo.
They're a bunch of-
voice is hard to do.
Stop. That's weird. I don't like it.
Elmo
No,
thinks you
nope.
should leave Miss Piggy.
No. Well, alright. But no, Fraggle Rock was so weird, dude. There was an old farmer and his dog, and there's a bunch of Fraggles living in his wall.
What are Fraggles?
There's a bunch of little guys, little Fraggles, and they're living in his walls.
Oh God, fucking Fraggles are in my wall.
Yeah, dude, they had a whole society in there, and there's another sub guys, little miners. Like, there was a whole.
And those aren't Fraggles?
No, I don't think. No, they talked weird. And they're really tiny, and they were only mining. I don't know what was up with that, actually.
And this is in the Muppet world.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to
So,
assume.
Sesame Street characters are Muppets, but Muppets are not Sesame Street. It's a square rectangle.
I think so. Yeah, Muppets is. I don't think the Ninja Turtles are Muppets, though. I think they don't. I don't think they count.
Mm-hmm. So,
Does the Dark Hours? What is it? Dark. What was it? Dark Ring?
Dark Crystal?
Dark Crystal. Are those Muppets?
I don't think so.
I
But
don't
what I
know.
was gonna
People, let
ask
us know.
was, is there ever any crossover between them? Because I feel like I weirdly see Bert and Ernie in my head. They're Sesame Street characters, or are they
Those are Sesame
Muppets?
Street, yeah.
Okay, so Bert and Ernie, Roscoe, what?
The trash guy?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Grover the Grouch,
No.
Gro.
Who's Grover? No, Grover's the other blue guy in Sesame Street. I haven't seen Sesame Street since I was like 4, dude. I don't remember.
Muppets is the cooler version.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, Sesame Street is great for kids. I don't know. But I mean, it teaches you colors and
Dude, I
the
watched
ABCs. Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch the other day. There's some crazy fucking shit in there because I know it's a kids movie and I know there's normally like funny jokes towards adults, but the part that instead was tripping me up is they talk about the Roswell crash in Lilo and Stitch. Do you know what that
Yeah,
is?
that's how the aliens get there, right?
Yeah, what? So you know the social security guy that keeps coming to make sure Lilo's being taken care of well.
Maybe. Yeah, that rings a bell.
He, in the end, it's revealed that he's actually a CIA agent, and he's in the area because they knew Stitch was in the area.
I gotta go back. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. I remember. It's so good.
But
I want to go to
he
Hawaii
literally says,
because of it.
the alien points at the CIA guy and goes, "You look familiar," and he holds out a CIA badge and says, "Roswell, 19." I don't remember the year, but says the year of the Roswell crash.
That's
It's
crazy.
just weird that a Disney movie is talking about actual
you watched the
government
movie.
conspiracies.
There's the show too, wasn't there?
There was the Lilo and Stitch show. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also an Aladdin show.
Weird. But you know, Lilo and Stitch. I really want to go to Hawaii because of it. And I know it's horrible to like think of a cartoon as like the real place because I know it's nothing like it. But
I want to go to Hawaii so
Yeah,
bad. I think everybody does.
yeah, I mean, I know it's beautiful, but then the way they did it in Lilo Stitch too is just really, I gotta go over there.
Huh.
Right? It's crazy.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion on Archer not ending?
It's not ending?
It's not ending.
Oh my god, dude, it should have ended at season 7. Maybe 8.
When he wakes up.
Yeah, Dreamland. Dreamland should have been the final season.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I
I think they're doing
loved Archer.
one more season.
I loved Archer so much. I really did. Such a big
but
fan.
Mallory dying has changed the
I
show.
haven't even watched the
so
last
much.
season, and I thought that was the last. I was like, I don't care
I
anymore.
believe I could be lying through my teeth, but I saw on my phone that there is one more season of Archer coming out.
I thought the last one was the last one, and they ended it. But I guess I don't know because I didn't watch it. I do not care anymore.
Yeah, no,
they ruined
so,
it.
So
it's so
Archer's
sad.
kid, which felt like Endgame of the show,
Yeah.
Archer's kid is now going to high school.
That's not right.
Like it's all she's in middle school. She's about to be in high school.
The story wasn't supposed to go on this long. Yeah.
Yeah, and Archer's like now a 60-year-old man.
All the jokes.
He's like a 50 to 60-year-old man.
have
now.
been run dry. It doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, for Lana and Archer to be 50 or 60 doesn't make sense.
And still doing the same thing that they were in season 1 is
for
not.
them to be as hot and ripped.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't
Well, I guess
work.
Archer isn't, but he still has a fucking six-pack and looks the same, so.
But I'm just saying they're still doing the same thing, drinking all the time. Just I don't know. There's been no nothing.
Well, no, there has been character progression. Like Pam, Krieger, and Cyril all feel like actually different characters from when they started. But it feels like instead we should have finished now. We're not supposed to be seeing the epilogue. The epilogue
Yeah.
has went on way too long.
Yeah. Dreamland was a perfect finale, though, if you think of it that way.
Yeah, so essentially, I guess for people that haven't seen Archer, it's a satirical spy show, and in season 5 it ends with
Season 7.
season 6. My apologies.
7 is when they shoot him.
7. Oh, it's in season 7. Archer gets shot, and it implies that he's dead. But then it comes back with him in a coma, where it's a noir classic spy show now. And everybody thought it was going to end, but it went on for 5 more seasons.
The noir was pretty good, and then they do it again, and it's a weird islands thing.
Yeah, no, so it's
and then
adventure themed.
and then they do it again, and he's in space, and then he finally wakes up, and
yeah,
then
he wakes up in the space one.
and then they kind of feels the same, but it feels a little weird. And then the voice actor of Mallory dies, and they
Yeah.
introduce a new character, and everyone's old, and it's all weird.
No, that's
It's
not for 3 seasons, dude. There's the whole season where they go to Antarctica and there's the penguins and stuff.
It's all weird, and it doesn't Misfit.
They work for the
good.
CIA. No, they live in L.A. That's for the.
It
Oh
was
no, that was when he dies. I'm wrong.
it was
Yeah.
good James Bond, CIA, whatever satire, and they just lose. They lose the. I don't know. They lose it. It's
Yeah, so
disheartening.
what we're trying we lost our point. What I'm trying to say is it started as like a genuine perfect workplace comedy where it was one of the few shows where we had real talking people that were wittier and smarter than the average person. Like it's not that they felt real, but the conversations were so entertaining and felt real. And then also you get all of this cool spy novella stuff of Americana 1960s espionage, which is
And the
one of
comedy was on point.
well, the comedy comes from all the callbacks in the conversation
Yeah.
because it's literally like they kind of do what we do on the podcast of just talking about old books and random fucking comic shit. Like
Yeah, if you haven't seen Archer, though, go back and watch 1 through 8 and then stop there.
1 through 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Which is
think
still plenty.
The newer seasons are good.
8 seasons.
It's just a different show.
8 seasons is still a long run time.
Yeah,
Nothing to
it
scoff
has been
at.
going on for so long.
They're at, like, what, 15 now? Yeah, almost double.
I think we're on season 13.
Yeah. Either way.
Looney Tunes or Samurai Jack. Which one do you want to talk about? That'll be
Nothing.
the closer.
I think we got no, it's probably good here. I got a shorter one today.
Wow, fuck you. That's a 30-minute episode because I have to cut away some.
Oh, you're right. We got to cut away more then. Okay. What we got to say about Looney Tunes? Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask, was there a deep connected passion project behind that, or is that a bunch of animators just coming together and making like characters, and as they each like
Started
I'm
as
asking, what
World
did
War II propaganda.
Hanna-Barbera? No, so it wasn't Hanna-Barbera,
No.
right? So instead, was there one guy that drew Bugs, then drew Daffy, then drew Porky, or was it multiple artists?
Started as World War II propaganda, I believe. So probably for multiple artists. But I'm not positive, actually. I'm not really sure.
And then when did the Looney Tunes show start? Because it started as a comic, right?
I think it started with posters and comics.
Oh, where it was Daffy Duck like signing up for the military.
Yeah, or Bugs Bunny shitting on Hitler or something like that. Yeah, I believe. I'm not positive though. And then I think the show came out in the early '60s. Yeah, it was like the first cartoon. Just like I don't know. Yeah, I suppose like what was it, Felix the Cat and
Steamboat
Betty
Boop.
Yeah, I suppose those are around the same time too.
Yeah, that's Fleischer, right?
Yeah, that's who it is.
Bendy, the ink machine was
It's
based
all-
off of Fleischer Studios, right?
And those
That's
guys,
what it said
they're
too.
underrated. They made some good stuff.
So Schlesinger hired Rudolph Ising and Hugh Harman to produce the first series of cartoons. Schlesinger
It's okay, take your time.
was impressed by Harman and Ising's 1929 cartoon Bosco the Talking Kid. So yeah, the guys that Bosco the Talking Kid was literally the first ever animated
That was
thing.
related to
That's where the-
Fleischer too, right?
That's where the clown comes up off of. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'm gonna look into the history of that. Whoa, Bosco.
Wait, we'll come back for next episode. We're well informed.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting
Yeah.
because I feel like Bending the Ink Machine was such a cool thing because we never got to explore like that old cartoon style.
Oh, I grew up with those. I watched those all the time.
No, I'm saying in an adult theme, in an adult
Oh,
context,
yeah.
we never explored that.
A horror.
So to go back in horror or act like imagine a
Does it-
Souls game of the fucking or a roguelite. No, I'm saying just any action
It'd be
game.
silly, but if they lean into the silly, it'd be fun. Yeah.
What was the Mickey Mouse video game where he has a friend and it's like the brush of destiny? You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
dude,
about?
that one, Epic Mickey.
Maybe.
Dude, that shit was badass. Yeah. I remember that.
Ooh, this isn't what I'm thinking of. This is not the very first.
No, that's the Bosco the Kid guy.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna look into the history of Fleischer and Bosco and all that shit. Whoa.
Yeah, I got nothing.
What was do you remember the Wii game I was talking about? The
Epic Mickey.
Epic Mickey?
Look it up. I'm almost positive. But yeah, dude,
What
that shit was
the
badass.
premise?
I don't know. Who's the bad guy in the Mickey Mouse? It's
Pete.
Yeah, I think it was Pete.
Oswald.
Yeah.
who's Oswald?
He's the little guy. He's the other guy.
he's the one that Disney bought, correct? He was the direct competitor for Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that sounds right. Yeah.
So it says it's a platform game developed by Point Studios. It's an action adventure. That's cool as shit.
These
I
games are
can't even
badass.
lie.
Yeah. No, I love these.
What the
There's
fuck?
2 of them, I
Do you think
believe.
there's like speed runs for the? Are you gonna stream this?
Oh, should I? That's not a bad idea.
Because that would be kind of sick.
That
I
would be
can't
kind of
even
hype.
lie.
Yeah. It's a Wii game, so I don't know how that translates, but
Oh yeah, have we ever plugged your stream on here?
I don't think so.
Go watch Caden's stream and shit.
I do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.